niche market.
In this area where you are right now.
I see InfoWars and I'm like, well, somebody sane is over here. How about that?
It's a scary place for you to be, huh?
Well, why go someplace where everybody agrees with you? I mean, what in the hell is the fun of that?
No fun.
And my YouTube would be real boring then. You know.
Oh, gosh.
So I've came up with this little thought on my way down here today. Because I'm looking at the people still believe the bullshit. I mean, if it comes on the news, they still believe it. It's sort of like you believe a pathological liar. Someone's lied to you all your life, but just because that's all you ever heard, even though you know they're lying, you still believe them, right? So I figured there's this. There are three kinds of people in the world. There are people that believe the bullshit. There are people that see through the bullshit.
Right.
And then there are other people that shovel us the bullshit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Is that about right? You think that's about?
Yeah.
They are shoveling it.
Yeah.
And
At record paces right now.
Yeah. Oh, indeed.
Record paces.
I mean, because I'm a pro at this. I try to keep pace, but I can't catch everything. That's why I always like being out here. What do you see right now as the most egregious lies that the media is throwing out there? What are some of the, because they're going full bore now. It seems like,
gosh,
yeah,
just this week.
Yeah, right.
You've got the hypocrisy of black people cannot be racist.
Have you read that one?
You've got Black Lives Matter, Black Panthers out of these protests, but they're the good guys.
Yeah.
They can't be racist, but a white supremacist now. Oh my God, we have to shut everything down for them.
Yeah.
Trump was exactly right when he was saying, you know what, not all of these people were white supremacists. Some of these people were just protesting this thing coming down. It's history.
If you're going to say Nazi and you're going to rewrite history, that's what
they did in the 20s and 30s. Read Mein Kampf.
We're just repeating it. Only the wrong people are repeating it.
And it's not really even hidden because Antifa comes right out of the Nazi
Exactly. They're anti-Nazi. That's what they are.
Yeah, the
anti-fascist organization.
Yeah, the whole left thing blows. I think it's guilt for this reason.
Guilt.
White
guilt on their part because the KKK was exclusively Democratic.
Yep.
And anybody tries to say that was ancient history, let's bring up Senator Robert Byrd.
Exactly.
Who Hillary called him her mentor, and Bill did a eulogy for at his funeral.
Sure did.
So that's recent history. So it's not like it's ancient history. This side was a grandpapa and the KKK.
Yep.
Senator Robert Byrd. They got statues and libraries and roads and everything named after this guy. They didn't tear them down. You see any condemnation coming from the left about that?
We're going to tear down any of the Marxist ones that are all around? Karl Marx has statues.
Yeah.
How come those are still up?
We'll just go ahead and outlaw it all.
Sitting Bull, we got to tear that down.
Absolutely.
He killed 247 soldiers.
But we can erect a mosque right down there in Manhattan.
Do you think, now let me ask, the perception is everything, right?
Yep.
As we were talking about with the makeup, right? It's like, how do I look?
Yes.
Take a photo in front of him.
Do you think that their perception is going to prevail? Because they're blasting it out there right now.
But they appeal to the lowest common denominator.
Yes,
and
of
when
course.
you have the education system that is founded on the idea of just making good workers, not people that question authority, it makes it really easy. You blast it on your news network, you blast it on social media, nobody thinks about it. They literally, somebody that we work with just this week said, can somebody give me how did she put it? She needed a thought for what to think about the stuff going on in Charlottesville. She wanted somebody to explain to her what was going on.
Yeah.
That was unbiased.
She didn't want to research herself.
She didn't want to research it herself.
Somebody else's opinion.
Yeah, so
which
that
is
she could take
what
that as
the
wrong.
media is.
Have you looked into the Charlottesville at all behind the scenes?
Yeah. It started out that night before. See, you got all the news coverage the day after, where you had this person run down. That was a Saturday or Sunday.
Have you seen the picture they took of the guy in the car? They get a picture of the guy in the car, He doesn't look like the guy that was arrested.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah. And witnesses that the car was stalled, allegedly, in front of these, in a neighborhood. The people there came out, right? 2 black sedans pulled up and told everybody to get back into their houses, lock their doors, and they watched a Middle Eastern-looking guy being taken out of the car and substituted with someone else.
No.
That's crazy. I did see where.
Where'd you see this at?
Probably.
I think might have been Blacklist News, but if you can get on YouTube and if you start just doing the truth about Charlottesville, because you understand everybody's got cameras now, and then when you look at the
I like the looks of this
witnesses that came out in the news immediately.
Yeah.
Well, the one eyewitness that took the film, right, and says, well, they never made mention that this guy was a former State Department spook who worked for the governor.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just... Now, is it possible he could just be there at the demonstration? It's possible, but it's curious that he'd be the first one to be there giving explanation and not doing the filming of the entire incident. Just a little bit too much of a coincidence.
They did have pictures and video come out just before the car went into the crowd that somebody was coming up onto the car trying to beat at it and throw stuff at it. So the guy supposedly got scared and took off. It was self-defense for him.
Well, that again, I've seen that too, and that's a bit sketchy there. It also could have been a signal. We don't know. But again, when you look at the it just again, and then there's been no statement from the guy that was arrested. Everything's just like, yep, this is him.
Yep.
Done. Well, where is he? Who is he? Where's the history of him?
Now we stopped talking about this.
Then the mother comes out and says, I don't get it. He has a black person that's his best friend. I mean, and, then she comes out like three days later and goes, oh, terrible son. So, I mean, this whole thing. So I said, look, they're
manufactured.
That's what I'm saying. You cannot believe what these son of a bitches put on here anymore. We've seen it time again. 9/11. Complete hoax. You still got these guys telling us, those 19 hijackers brought down 3 buildings. Leave us.
Now, I did have a buddy work in the Army at the Pentagon one.
Yeah.
And he was part of mortuary affairs. He did have to recover bodies there.
Yeah. Where?
At the Pentagon on 9/11.
Oh, there were people that died.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
he saw the plane, what was left of it. The only thing that he could find out of one girl was just her shoes. He got out of the Army right after this.
Yeah,
it was too much.
What did he see of the plane?
Seats, parts of the fuselage in there.
Really?
Yeah.
He said that because I have never seen... See, I don't see how any of that... Well, here's my problem with that. Now, at the Pentagon, I have a problem with this in the sense. Basic physics. The plane is a hollow aluminum tube. It's like a beer can.
Yeah.
The Pentagon had 8 18-inch thick steel-encrusted, steel-reinforced walls, right? 18-inch thick. 8 of them. A 747, which has the jets hanging 11 feet below the fuselage. So it would be physically impossible for this plane to have flown 4 feet off the ground without the engines catching into the ground because there's no marks there.
Yeah.
And then that hollow aluminum plane go through 8 18-inch thick walls, leaving a perfect circle and coming out in the center with very little debris or with no wing damage at all on either side of that hole.
I can see that.
So, I mean, I have to, whatever your friend said doesn't match what my eyes see. So,
weird.
We were lied to, and I feel that, sure, look, man, I'm no threat, but I imagine if I had some kind of evidence that would threaten the people that are trying to perpetrate these crimes upon us and get away with them, because again, they can do anything they want in here. We've seen it with their blue screens. They perpetrated wars. Watch the movie Wag the Dog.
Yeah.
It's real. Well, here's a get out of jail free card. If you guys would like to contribute to my Bulletproof Vest Fund.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this idea. We're gonna give that when we get arrested.
Actually, there was a young girl I gave this to from Arkansas.
Yeah.
She came back a couple of months later. She goes, "You won't believe it. I didn't have a license on me. I got stopped by a roadblock, and I showed the cop this, and he said, 'Get out of here.'"
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, go check out my YouTube channel. I think
For sure.
All right, brothers, take it easy.